And we're joined by our friend Evan Lovett, the man behind the LA in a Minute Instagram account and host of In a Minute with Evan Lovett podcast. You've been doing some work looking into the history of the 10 freeway. What have you learned?
Absolutely. So the 10 was really the backbone of our freeway system. It was the first highway in California, back when it was Ramona Boulevard in Monterey Park, which became the Ramona Highway. Now, the first freeway was the Arroyo Seco in 1940, and the freeways suited Los Angeles so much better than the highways did, so they started converting existing highways into freeways, including Ramona, which became the Ramona Freeway, connected from Monterey Park to downtown. Now, they started building the freeway after it was renamed the San Bernardino Freeway, but they wanted to extend it west to the sea, to Santa Monica near PCH. So from there, the dedication was right over the LA River. That's where the building started for the segment of the 10, and then it ended up connecting in 1964, and that's when they had a grand opening, and it became the 10, the Santa Monica Freeway.
What is the difference between a freeway and a highway?
Freeways have no stops, no lights. I mean, as we know them, you're just going once you're on the freeway, but a highway can have the occasional crossing or light.
Got it. Okay, so we know that this 10 could be closed for some time. The question is how long. We don't know if they're going to have to repair it or rebuild it. Obviously, repair would be much better.
Yeah.
You looked at similar instances in the past, though, including, I'm assuming, the Northridge earthquake.
That's right. So there are three main precedents that I saw. So in 2013, a tanker overturned and exploded right where the 2 and the 5 meet in Elysian Valley. Now, what that did was obviously cause a lot of damage in the tunnel, but it was only shut down for 3 days until they found alternative routes. Now, it took 6 months to completely rebuild, but they had traffic going through the area 3 days later. Similarly, in 2011, in Montebello, there was another tanker explosion on the 60, and that caused major damage. It looked very similar to this damage now, and that overpass had to be completely demolished. And again, they had traffic up and running within, I believe it was 12 days, but it did take 6 to 7 months to rebuild the freeway. Northridge earthquake is our crowning achievement. 6 freeways and highways were basically red tagged, totally damaged. I mean, you've seen the pictures of just the freeways collapsing.
Right.
And what ended up happening is they rebuilt the freeways within 66 days. Wow. Due to, of course, federal funding, emergency funding, but really aggressive work round the clock by the contractor, who was financially incentivized, $200,000 a day that he finished early. So it was supposed to take 6 to even 12 months, but they finished in 66 days after Northridge.
Wow. That financial incentive helps.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Okay, so being from Northern California, when I came down here, I never said the before a freeway.
Yeah.
It was on 101, not the 101. Why do we say that here?
This one's a fun one. So Los Angeles is where the freeway was born. First one was the Arroyo Seco. And the freeways to follow were based on essentially the destination, the Harbor Freeway, the Hollywood Freeway, the Ventura Freeway, the San Diego Freeway. So when the Federal Highway Aid Act was passed in 1956 and signed by Dwight D. Eisenhower, they wanted to codify the freeways and make them all numbers and numerical to make it more universally acceptable for people. It makes sense to do it numerical. Well, the thing is, in Los Angeles, we already said the, so the Ventura Freeway just became the 101. The San Diego Freeway became the 101 because we already had our nomenclature in place, and guess what? We were first, so freeways are at least here in Los Angeles.
Now you know.
Now we know. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
There we go.
In a minute. Okay, so for more from Evan, follow LA in a Minute on Instagram or subscribe to the In a Minute podcast, the most recent episode, a one-on-one with documentarian Esteban Oriol.
Absolutely.
I saw that.
Amazing photographer, true documentarian of LA culture, and really helped kind of expose areas of Los Angeles that didn't really get exposure. And now, you know, he's as well known as anybody else. He shot Kim Kardashian, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, but he really has the eye for Los Angeles and true, genuine culture in Los Angeles. And that LA Fingers, which is now a known, you know, sign symbol for Los Angeles, symbol nation and worldwide. He captured that photograph, and that's what really kind of made him a superstar.